Meg, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be decorating the cover of the journal that I will be using for the Junk Journal January challenge, which is just around the corner now. I'm so excited for it to start. All the information that you need to join in if you want to get involved will be down below in the description box, and I also have a video on my channel showing you how I've made this journal, so if you want to go and watch that to see how the journal came together. I decided to go for a super simple collage, and whilst you watch me pop this together, I thought it would be a good chance to answer some questions. So I popped up a sticker on my Instagram asking you guys if you had any questions about the challenge or just journaling in general, so that's what I'm going to go through in this video. So the first question, and I had this one in a few different variations actually from different people, was all around kind of expectations that you set at the start of like a monthly challenge, so like this one with 31 days, and advice for sort of getting over the fact that there's like so many options to get started. I think sometimes daily journaling challenges can be great, but at the same time they come with kind of a lot of pressure that I really don't want you to feel if you're going to be joining in with this challenge. Even though there are 31 prompts, that does not mean that you have to do each and every one of them. It doesn't mean you have to do them every day. If you prefer to do all your creating on the weekend for whatever reason, maybe it fits with your schedule, or if you want to like sort of do it every other day, that kind of thing, then I would really encourage you to do what works for you, because that's what's going to feel the most manageable. And it's always the case, isn't it, when you start new things and you start with the best of intentions and you're like, I'm gonna do this every single day, like whatever it is, like go on a jog or something, and you might keep up at it for like 5 days or something, and then once you miss a day, it can be so hard sometimes to like keep going, and once you lose that momentum. So I think the best way to not feel overwhelmed by this is to not set such high expectations, and get involved with the community as well, because even if you aren't like showing up and posting every day, for example, or doing something in your journal, these sorts of challenges where everyone's kind of working on the same project can be amazing for inspiration and just for sparking new ideas and trying things that you would never have thought, because I think that's one of the most exciting things. Every time I put together the list of the prompts for the challenge, I always see things that I just would never have thought of. So don't be afraid to push yourself out of your comfort zone and try new things. So another question that I got quite a lot was all about organisation, and essentially how do you store everything for a daily challenge like this. So what I have done and what I would recommend you do, especially if you're quite new to this and you've not done it before maybe, is get yourself a little bin or a little box or something that you can put things in, like a wallet or something, and start collecting different papers. Now, don't worry too much necessarily about what they are. What I would encourage you to do is just collect things that you like. Don't think about the prompts, just collect things that you like in the colours you like, the supplies you like, maybe your favourite like washi tapes, different packaging. So I've kind of had a pile going where if there's been envelopes, we've just had Christmas, so there was brown paper packaging that was all around the place that I was saving. Whatever it may be that you can just keep in one place. And I find that having that to work from is a lot easier than just having kind of everything, if that makes sense. It's almost that theory of when you have like limited supplies, it can help you to focus. And also, if you are just showing up like in your journal every day and you're going to give yourself say 15 minutes max, 10 minutes max, having like a set amount of things you can work with makes it a lot easier, and it's also really great for cohesion. Another question that I got quite a lot was about how to make your journal feel like cohesive, and it's all about kind of using the same color story, using the same materials. I think it was in my July journal, I used the same white stencil, or rather the same stencil with white paint quite a bit. And someone did actually leave a comment being like, do you own any other stencils? I'm kind of getting bored of seeing that stencil on your journal. But for me, I was enjoying using it, and it kind of was like a running theme throughout my journal, so it kind of brought everything together. And so yeah, just don't be afraid, use what you like, keep it all in one place that's somewhere visible as well if you can, if you have the space, you know, keeping it out just so you can see it, because it's a lot easier if you want to do the daily commitment, if you're seeing it and it's looking at you, to be able to carve out that time and show up to your journal and create whatever it is for the prompt. Okay, let's do some quick fire questions or I will never make it through all of these. So the next one is, do you journal on your pages as well as being creative? So this one's quite interesting actually. So for my junk journals, my art journals, typically it's more collage, art kind of leaning rather than the writing. So I get asked this quite a lot actually, like where's the space for writing? You know, I couldn't possibly write on all these book pages. For me, that's not really what these are for. I do lean more towards like the art journaling. It's not to say that you can't do any writing on your journals, but I just tend to keep that for like, I've got other journals that I use that for in terms of like memory keeping or like traditional journaling, if you will. And I did actually have another question that was, you know, do you find journaling for yourself and journaling on camera to be different? And I think, I don't know, because this kind of style, I would be doing largely the same whether it was on camera or not. But I think with the camera running, there is that little bit of added pressure. But usually whenever you see me doing like a journal with me video, or when I'm doing these challenge videos, I'm usually watching like a show. I've got Netflix going. I'm listening to a podcast or something, because I know that I can cut things out, I can speed things up. In this video, I've tried to show you like the alternative lettering that I did just before, to show you kind of the whole process. But you know, I know that I can speed things up and chop things out, so it's not too much pressure, if that makes sense. Do you have an idea in mind for the spread you'll make when you choose the prompts? The answer, I guess, is kind of. So I am a bit biased and I am choosing prompts that do excite me, so ones that I know I'll find interesting or things that I like, but I do also add ones in that challenge me. So there are prompts that even I'm thinking, ooh, what shall I do? And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that the challenge, the way that it is, it's really nice to have prompts that push you a bit creatively and make you think outside the box. Can you use a regular creative journal to participate in Junk Journal January? And the answer is, of course, yes. You can use whatever journal you'd like. I know this is a more junk journal related challenge, but of course you can use this however you'd like with the prompts. I've had people use them for poetry, literally anything creative that you want to do with them. I would love to see your interpretation. For me, the junk journaling is more encouraging people to upcycle, recycle, and think outside of the box when it comes to the things that you can use in your art journal. That's my personal approach to art journaling and to junk journaling, but I know of course everyone is different, so please feel free to use whatever journal you would like. I think I say this every time, but there are no rules, there are no journal police coming after you. You can do whatever you want. Here is your permission slip if you need one to do whatever you would like for this challenge. Okay, I think I have time for a couple more questions. So this one says, do you do each page in order or do you bounce around depending on which page matches the prompt? So usually I try and go in the order of my journal, to be honest. And if the page like doesn't match, in air quotes, then I try and see what I can do to make it match. However, if you're struggling with a page, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with bouncing around in different pages and just doing what works for you. And the last question for today is, what do you most look forward to about the challenge? So if you've been around here for a while, you'll know that I've done this for a couple of years now. We do a January one, we also do a July one. I often mix them up and tell you that it's January and July and vice versa. I think the thing I look forward to the most is seeing everyone's pages in the hashtag, seeing like the community response, and even when I see, you know, someone's posted a picture of whatever they've done for that prompt and other people commenting as well, and all the collaboration that goes on where we do the video hops and now we're doing the full-blown like month-long collaboration. It's just so exciting. This challenge wouldn't be what it is without you guys, so I am so grateful for you and I can't wait for an amazing creative month to kick off. As I said at the start of this video, all the information you need to get involved in the challenge will be down below. And we'll also have the collaboration starting on the 1st of January, and every day there will be the new video at 6 p.m. GMT, so keep an eye out for that. I will of course be updating the playlist, but I can't wait. I'm so excited. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the new year. Bye guys!